After spending 3 weeks traveling the Philippines, then 1 week exploring Guam, we've just arrived in Saipan. But we haven't had the smoothest start.
So hello everyone! Welcome to Saipan. Now maybe you're wondering where? I know a lot of people that we told back home where we were coming, they'd never heard of Saipan. So Saipan is in the Northern Mariana Islands. It's about 100 miles north of Guam.
Yeah, it's about half an hour on a plane from Guam here.
It's a US overseas territory, but it's also technically part of Micronesia. We're actually going to be here for 1 month, and as well as showing you kind of the touristy spots and the attractions on the island, we wanted to show you what life is like living on a tropical island only 12 miles long for a month.
Yeah, I think a month's enough time to be able to see that. Well, we hope so. We'll find it.
Unfortunately, yeah, we haven't really felt like picking up the camera. We're already on day 5 here. So we arrived Wednesday morning, had a short flight from Guam.
We'd like to express welcome to Saipan, where the local time is 8:26 in the morning.
So you might remember that back when I was in the Philippines, I got a bit of an ear infection. Thankfully, it worked out pretty well there. I got antibiotic ear drops. It hadn't really gotten very bad, so I wasn't in any pain. I just took the ear drops for a week, stayed out of the water for a week, and it cleared up pretty quickly, so that was good. And then obviously after that, I did go back in the water, and also we did do some snorkeling on Guam. So I think like a combination of that, but also, you know, we've had quite a few flights. So yeah. So I did feel like the pressure started to come back and my ear was seeping a bit again. And then Thursday night, it got quite sore, quite swollen. So I realized I'm probably going to need to get medical attention again. So Friday morning, we had a trip to the ER here. I had to go to the hospital. So I saw a doctor. It was pretty quick actually. I didn't have to wait too long.
Some of our friends said it might take a long time. You can sit for a couple of hours just waiting to be seen, but we were surprised when it informed like 5 minutes later.
Saw the triage nurse.
Yeah. Straight to the doctor from there.
He
Saw you.
had a look in my ear. He said it's just the ear canal, not the eardrum that's infected, so that's good news. He's prescribed me another course of antibiotic ear drops and told me that when I do go back swimming again after that, that I should wash my ear out afterwards with a mixture of rubbing alcohol and vinegar just to clean it out and make sure that the infection doesn't come back. But of course, this being part of the US and us not being US citizens, we don't have health insurance. So we were quite surprised by the price of the appointment. You know, being from the UK, we have the NHS, we have free medical treatment.
Just for the consultation, $285. And then we had to get the prescription, which was $58 for a bottle for a week's worth of ear drops, which back in the Philippines cost
about the
$4 or $5
equivalent of $4 or $5
maximum.
So that was quite a sting. I mean, thankfully we do have travel insurance,
With medical on,
which we'll have to make a claim.
Yeah, and we have
when we
to
go home.
make a claim. We have to pay the first £100. So however that converts out, but still the majority of it will be paid with insurance. So because we're here for quite a while, we're travelling a lot. We had to make sure we had the exact right insurance, and we were travelling over 50 days. So it was absolutely worth us making 100% sure that travel insurance covered the full period, that we didn't just think, oh, it's all fine.
But yeah, so I've been in quite a lot of pain. So we went home from the hospital and I pretty much slept, just stayed in bed most of the rest of the day. Saturday, I felt a little bit better in the morning, so I got up and I tried to do things, but my ear started to really hurt again. So again, I came home, slept most of the day, and just feeling a bit crappy. You know, like we've come here to this beautiful place and I've basically had to spend 2 days more or less in bed in a lot of pain. Last night I really didn't sleep well at all. Today I'm feeling a bit better. The ear is still blocked. I feel like the antibiotics are starting to work now. Like this is less swollen here, my glands are less swollen. It's not in constant pain anymore. So we've come down to the beach today. This is called Micro Beach. One of the nicest beaches on the island. We just came down here just to chill, just to help me recover. and enjoy the surroundings, because look where we are.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's gorgeous sunshine. You can sit in the shade a bit, but we are just a little bit just now, so you don't get too hot. But the view. It's just absolutely gorgeous here. Got that island out there. Supposedly really good for snorkeling out there, so hopefully maybe later on we'll be able to go there. But this, the turquoise waters here. And what I love is when the cloud comes over and blocks the sun, the water, sort of the lagoon goes all similar colour. And then suddenly the cloud clears and then that turquoise water just glows almost. It almost glows in the light.
Hello, welcome to our humble abode in Saipan. So we've got this lovely balcony area with a bench, cockerel for a neighbour. Yeah, we can sit here and enjoy a nice breeze in the shade, and then come and have a look inside. Yeah, so our landlord's Korean, so Korean tradition. You take your shoes off and put on slippers at the door. So this is our kitchen. So we have very basic cooking facilities. We were given, the landlord gave us this camping gas stove. So, and it has butane here. So yeah, just one hob. We just keep it very simple. We've got a wok and a frying pan, and then we have this rice cooker, which actually the instructions are all in Korean. So that took me a couple of days and Bill a bit of Googling to work out how to use it. But we've been using it for rice, we've used it for pasta, we use it for porridge every morning, and it works really well for porridge. So yeah, it's actually been really useful. Up here is crockery, very basic, just, well, some of it's there drying. And yeah, just a few things that we've bought so far. We've got a kettle, but you might be wondering, how do we make like proper coffee? Because there's no coffee maker. So we brought with us these like individual filters. So we just put coffee inside and then put them in the cup, fill it with water, leave it to brew, and voila, coffee. We bought a lot of bottled water, but we also have the big water canister thing, which we can take to the local shop and give them the empty one. They give us a full one for $2.50. And a sink and drying rack and a small fridge. So that is the kitchen. So moving on to the living area, we have a dining table with 2 chairs. Now that was an important requirement for me because I need to still do my teaching online. So this is my teaching setup. I just have my laptop set up here. I can plug it in over there. I've got my world map that I brought with me because I love to be able to show the students where I am, where they are. Yeah, so we have a clothes dryer over here, and this is just pretty much permanently out, just drying our towels or whatever other clothes need dried. When we first arrived and we looked in the bathroom, we had a lot of towels, but when we opened them up, we're like, oh, how's that gonna work? But it turns out that that's like a Korean thing, so they don't like to use big towels because it's like too difficult to keep washing them every day, so they prefer to just use a lot of small towels. So you just have to learn to just dab yourself dry and use a lot of towels. So yeah, we're becoming Korean. And we've got rattan furniture. We've got a 2-seater and 2 chairs and a table. But we tend to sit here, just more comfortable. And this is like directly under the air conditioning unit, so it can get a bit cold there. Okay, let's have a look in the bathroom. So this is our shower room. We've got bathroom cabinet above the toilet, big mirror and sink, towel rail, one hook, just one hook in this bathroom, and a proper big shower. Oh, this is a nice feature. So we've got this kind of brick feature wall, and it has spotlights above it, so in the evening we can just have nice little lights. above the TV, which we actually haven't used. We just watch Netflix or Disney on our tablet or on our laptop. Okay, let's have a look in the bedroom. Ta-da! So we have a king-size bed, which is great. But we also have an additional single bed, which I think is when families come to stay. Obviously then they can have a child in here beside them. But we've just been using it for storage because there aren't like a lot of drawers in here. So we've just been keeping our luggage on here and just kind of taking things out as we need it. The bed was like pushed up against the wall, and this was actually through under the TV, which seemed a bit pointless. So we did a bit of rearranging, and we moved this through here so that Phil can use this as his bedside cabinet, and it has one drawer. And then on my side, I've just put my suitcase with the tray, which was for the tea when we arrived. The cups were on there. So I'm just using that as like a little bedside storage. Yeah, and we do have a hanging rack with some hangers, which is very good and handy, and a vanity unit, very big one. It has one tiny little drawer, which I'm using for my underwear. That is our humble abode, but we are living this nice simple life and enjoying being here and trying to spend as much time outside as possible, especially now that I'm feeling a bit better.
The villas also have a large shared outside area with parking, a pool, which we didn't use as we preferred to go to the beach, an outside dining area which I used for teaching my students, and a laundry service for an extra fee.
We went and did our first grocery shop here at a shop called Joe 10. The grocery shopping is a bit more expensive here, as you would imagine.
Compared to home, yeah, because of everything having to be imported either from Asia or from America, so quite a big difference.
But as long as you're smart and you kind of put a lot of thought into what you want to buy.
Don't shop when you're hungry.
Yeah, that's what we did, unfortunately. We arrived and we had to buy everything. But yeah, we'll probably take you along to one of our grocery shops and show you what prices are like at some point during the month. And then I had a job interview, I guess. A lot of Korean families bring their children here over winter break to help them to learn English because it's an English-speaking island. Also to help them learn golf. There's actually 5 golf courses on the island, so it's a big golf place. He knows a lady who runs an art cafe, a Korean lady, so she came to meet me, picked me up, took me along to the art cafe. I saw what it was like there, and she had a student she wanted me to teach the next day. So they teach art, and they also do water sports, kayaking, things like that. So yeah, so that was great. So Thursday I already had my first English lesson there, followed by an English lesson with the nephew of the landlord who's here from Korea. So yeah, it's been pretty cool that, you know, things seem to be working out really well. So we've decided that we need to get into some kind of exercise routine while we're here in Saipan. Because when we were in the Philippines and when we were in Guam, we were quite active. We were swimming, snorkeling, we were hiking and canyoneering, kayaking. But since getting here to Saipan, we've kind of been a bit sedentary. Well, I've been unwell and I'm not allowed to swim because of my ear infection at the moment. So we heard, the locals told us that this is a good place to come running. It's called Smiling Cove. It's nice and cool. We're kind of almost at sunset. Sunset over there. It's beautiful. And gorgeous. So it's cooler, there's been a bit of drizzle. It's a nice time to come for a run. And we're going to enjoy these beautiful surroundings. It's gorgeous. You can see it through the trees. We're right at the end of the pier, and look at the sky. It's gorgeous. It's like it's on fire. So nice.
Compared to the other way.
Yeah.
Rainy and gloomy.
Drizzly along there. Yeah.
So we're going to maybe run along over to that hill.
Yeah.
You can run around it. I found out actually there's an old dump.
Its nickname is Mount Trashmore because it used to be
Trashmore.
Yeah, it was refuse and now it's a lovely hill.
And they've got a pipe off it so smells go away, but to make use of it, you can run it.
Yeah, so that's our goal, is to get to there and get to the top.
Before the rain comes.
Yes, and before it gets too dark. So let's go. So we've got this nice long stretch of sidewalk path all the way along beside the road. It's getting a little bit dark now. More difficult to see. And Phil's overtaking. Yeah, but he runs fast and then has to give up because of his back. So, slow and steady wins the race. Watch out, Mr. Hare. Here comes the tortoise. So we're at the base of the hill. Time to start climbing up. Probably. There's the top.
You can run straight up.
It theoretically doesn't look too hard, but it is a bit more difficult running in this humidity, even though it's not, you know, boiling sunshine. So yeah, so we've decided to race. I'm going this way, Phil's gone that way. Let's see who gets there first. Small problem. This way doesn't seem to be going up, just round. So I feel Phil might win, but I'll go further, so I win in distance. So I've done a full lap of the hill, of the base of the hill, and now I found the way up. So up on the middle level, and it's up again. It's pretty dark now. I think this is the top. I don't see Phil. I don't really see anything, it's very dark. I hear whistling. Where is he? I don't know. Ah, I see him. There he is. On top of the hill. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
I win.
You win?
I win by 5 minutes.
But I went all the way around the base.
Yeah.
Because there was not a way up.
And you said, race you to the top, and I got to the, and then I ran to the top again. And then I came back down looking for you, thinking you fell. Then I came back up the top again, and then looked over here and you were there. I mean, look, the rain's coming.
Oh dear. Yeah, well, you don't get much of a view of what the view is from up here, so we'll just have to come back and do this all again another day so you can see it in the light. Okay, bye for now.
In the next episode, we'll show you what a day in our life on a tropical island looks like. So subscribe and hit the notifications bell to see you then.